Good evening. My name is Jason Monforton from Dewberry Engineering, and I'm here on behalf of Vista Buena Holdings, LLC, to present the rezoning case for 3900 South Wadsworth Boulevard and 3939 South Teller Street. The project before you is Lot 1 and Lot 2 of Academy Park, the Planned Development, or PD. It was a 13.5 acre parcel. Its current zoning was a PD with an underlying mixed use employment suburban, so MES. Currently, Lot 1 is an office building with 175,000 square feet of office space with 518 parking spaces. Lot 2 is currently only a parking lot with 307 parking spaces. That brings the site to a total of 825 parking spaces. The objectives of this project that's before you is to rezone Lot 1, which is about 11.99 acres, to an MES zoning. This is to allow for reduced parking requirements. The current zoning and PD requires 5 stalls per 1,000 square foot of commercial area at a minimum. MES, which is a current zoning for Lakewood, allows 1.5 to 5 stalls per 1,000 square feet. We would be reducing the total number of parking stalls required for the office complex, allowing us to repurpose unused spaces. This will free up more than 200 consistently vacant parking spaces for other more beneficial uses. We'd also like to rezone Lot 2 to MRS, or Mixed Residential Suburban. This is creating the development opportunity for this vacant and unused parking area, and we are proposing single-family attached dwelling units. And then the third objective is to reconfigure Lot 2 to the shape and area needed for the development of approximately 30 attainable townhomes. Our primary goal is to eliminate some of the constraints of the old PD, primarily the stringent parking requirements. Originally, the PD was set up to require 5 parking spaces per 1,000 square feet of building area. With the existing building, that required 770 parking spaces to be created. Historically, though, only about 620 spaces have been utilized over the past 20 years, and that's with a building occupancy that tends towards a greater than 90% use. We believe there are many reasons for this, some of which are modern technologies such as telecommuting, public transit, Uber, etc. It simply means that less parking is needed for employees. Now, the original PD with its underlying MES allows for medical, dental, offices, banks, etc., even hotels and golf courses, as well as parking lots. But residential use is allowed under the current zoning. This PD, however, being over 40 years old, doesn't reflect the current trends and changes in the community, which have been apparent over the last few years. This is reflected in increased zoning requests, including the Pinehurst Apartments, an assisted living facility and self-storage recently approved in the area. Here's some pictures of the area. We have on the left a view looking west from Teller Street onto the parking lot. Now you can see in the foreground the parking area that we are looking to rezone and redevelop is, in this picture and many others that we'll show you, empty. The photo on the right is a view looking southeast from the office building down the entry drive and over to the apartments that have been done recently. Again, you can see that parking area is still empty. There's a few, 2 or 3 cars in an area that we're not rezoning, but it's very limited in its use. In the next few slides, including this one, I'll be showing you some aerials that have been taken at various times during the existence of this project to help demonstrate our point. Below you see 2 photos, one from 1999 and one from 2007 that we just happen to have been able to obtain. Both of these demonstrate that the parking area that in Lot 2 that we're looking to rezone is completely unused in the area we're looking to amend. In fact, the parking area, the main parking area in Lot 1 isn't at capacity at any point in these slides, and we believe this helps justify the need in practical terms for a reduction in the parking. Again, we have some more slides that we were able to obtain. This is from 2010 and 2014, a little more recent. Again, you can see the amount of parking seemingly required for this site. The main parking area is only about half full, and our area is completely empty in Lot 2. Again, we have more site photos. 2016 and 2018 aerials again depict that the main parking area in front of the building is not at capacity for its use, and the area that we're talking about doing rezoning on the right side there in Lot 2 completely unused. So we believe that these slides are demonstrating that a rezoning and repurposing of the area will be to the benefit of everyone. In addition to rezoning Lot 1 to reduce the required parking counts, we'd also like to rezone Lot 2 to MRS, which allows attached single-family residential units. It'll also create the opportunity for us to take an unused asphalt parking lot and repurpose it to not only residential units, but residential units with an area that will equate to 30% open space and be much more aesthetic to the community. We'll also be able to enhance pedestrian connectivity out to Teller Street, as you can see from the photos on the right, the product is quite attractive and has been built in several other communities with great success. This project will meet or exceed the building frontage and setback requirements for MRS, and it provides a mixed-use residential and commercial opportunity, with the current commercial building still being in place with its parking, and this area that's unused right now switching over to an attainable residential use. This slide represents the view of some of the architectural products that this builder has provided for his townhomes. This is the type of look that you'll get with the rezoning project as it goes through. At the previous Planning Commission hearing where this project was approved, we were asked to address three main concerns. First, the traffic patterns with the schools nearby and the associated gate closure at South Teller Street and Pierce Street. Now, this gate closure was in fact created by the City and County of Denver, and it is within their right-of-way. This project would love to see the gate come down to help the neighborhood, and it is our understanding the City of Lakewood has tried to work with the City and County of Denver to have the gate removed. But at this time, the City and County of Denver does not want to take down the gate, and because it's entirely within their right-of-way, neither Lakewood nor this project has the power to have that gate taken down. The second item was to look a little deeper into the feasibility to develop the remainder of the property, or Lot 1, after this rezoning is approved. And we believe the intent of that was to make sure that there was no unintended consequences which would harm the viability of Lot 1 after this rezoning process is approved and moved through. Now, what we believe is that due to this, it will not increase the likelihood of Lot 1 to rezone that at this time seems economically unviable, with a successful commercial building and more than enough parking spaces on its property to function. We believe that this property for the time being will remain as is, and in the future, if major redevelopment for the property is petitioned for, it will need to go through the proper city channels for approvals. It's our understanding as well that a developer's agreement to further solidify that sentiment is being worked on as part of this project. The third point was to justify that the average employee in the area can afford this product and will it promote a live-work environment. Well, we clearly believe that this product and this project will promote a live-work environment, as we'll be placing for sale townhomes right in the area where people do work and live. We believe it'll be an aesthetic improvement to the area, and we do believe it is affordable. At the projected prices these for sale product will be, a typical person with a 5% down payment will have a lower monthly mortgage payment for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath than what is being rented just to the south of this property with 3-bedroom, 2-bath and no garage on the apartment product to the south where we will have garages, our mortgage payment will be below what people are being charged for rent. The apartment complex to the south of us is also very highly occupied, over 90%. We also believe that this shows that there's a demand for this type of product in this area. We have slides that could be offered up to answer questions that get into more detail about the amount of townhomes for sale and resale in the area, and we do believe those further demonstrate that there just isn't new product for people to buy in the area, but there is a demand. And as a quick recap for the community benefits of allowing this rezoning, we believe it will allow better use of a vacant and unattractive asphalt parking lot, which we can convert to residential and open space. This will enhance the community in the area, and it helps promote the redevelopment and creation of open space, green space, pedestrian connectivity, and improved neighborhood aesthetics with a quality architectural product. This creates a mixed-use development within the area and is consistent with the neighborhood zoning and land uses. We also believe that this supports the changing character of the neighborhood as evidenced by the recent rezoning requests in the area that we mentioned earlier. We believe this rezoning opportunity is also in compliance with the Lakewood Comprehensive Plan. The requested rezoning is in compliance by promoting a mixed-use development. This rezoned property would include the office that it currently exists and this 30-unit residential use. It improves the redevelopment opportunities in growth areas, and this is a private investment for the planned 30 attainable units in this area that has been experiencing quite a bit of growth. It also enhances the community connectivity. We'll be connecting out to Teller Street with pedestrian sidewalks and connectivity to existing streets, and it promotes a live-work conditions for the area and for residents. And this is a quick aerial kind of depicting that Lot 2 area that we will reconfigure and build the townhomes in. You can see the increased area of grassed and planted areas over a pure parking lot. And then the 30 townhomes that fit within that. This concludes the formal portion of our presentation for 3900 South Wadsworth Boulevard and 3939 South Teller Street and its property rezoning. We're happy to answer any questions that the council may have.